Hello, and welcome to Old Toy, New Joy, the show where I share with you my previously enjoyed toys I purchased from online sources, thrift stores, and collector shows that once belonged to someone else. Around 4 years ago, Marshmallow, Jellybean, and I started a weekly ritual where we would get some cheap paint brushes, paint, and canvas from the dollar store and spend an hour or two together just painting. The girls would usually paint things like flowers and unicorns, while I would naturally gravitate towards painting portraits of my favorite Star Wars characters. Today we are going to look at some of my paintings, and I will answer the question, can I paint? So this is the first painting I did, and I'm pretty proud of it, especially considering that I was not looking at anything when I painted it. To me, it looks like a young, slightly wet or windswept Chewbacca, perhaps as he might have looked several years before he met Han Solo. Here are two action figures as a comparison. Here we have the original 1977 Kenner, and then here's a much more modern figure. So, can I paint? Yes. Here is my painting of an Ewok, specifically Wicket. Not an overly difficult task, however, I think I did a good job with the color, and I definitely made him appear to be fuzzy. I'm especially proud of his right ear. That one right there. His front tooth is a little too buckish, however, I definitely think it's easy to tell who he is. So, can I paint? Yes. This was perhaps my most adventurous attempt, and while the ears and the top of the head do somewhat resemble Yoda, I missed the mark overall with his mouth and definitely his chin. I think I lost my concentration on the chin and forgot who I was painting. The eyes definitely have intensity though. And here's an original Yoda figure and a more modern, maybe a little more intense figure. Can I paint? Sort of. I laugh every time I look at this painting. This is supposed to be Admiral Ackbar. What's a trap? But I also see a little Dr. Zoidberg from Futurama. Here's an action figure for reference. Meh. I'd say there's a 50-50 chance someone with medium Star Wars experience would recognize Admiral Ackbar from my painting. So can I paint? Somewhat. Here is a very broad-shouldered jowl. I think the cloak is clearly represented in the painting, as well as the burning eyes. You be the judge. Here's an action figure to compare. So, can I paint? Sure. This was a very tough attempt, but I think most people who watch the famous cantina scene in Star Wars A New Hope would know that this is supposed to be Greedo. The ears are pretty good, as is the mouth, but it's the eyes that I feel truly capture his icy cold killer nature. After all, Greedo shot first, right? Right? And here's, I can't find my original Greedo right now, but here's a more modern figure with a nice picture showing you the eyes. So, can I paint? Absolutely. And lastly is this adorable portrait of Princess Leia painted by Marshmallow on one of those dreary Saturday afternoons where we stayed in to paint together. It was also around this time that Jilly Bean went as Leia for Halloween, and she also looked equally adorable. And here's an original Leia from A New Hope. So, can I paint? I think so, especially since I was using the most basic of tools. But most importantly, I remember having a lot of fun spending some cold and rainy Saturday afternoons inside with my girls. So I hope you liked the video. And if you did like the video, please like the videos and we'll keep them coming. Thank you so much for letting me share my Star Wars portraits. And this is your Toy Whisperer saying goodbye for now from Old Toy. New Joy.